Yanu, Azman, Azen. We praise you, eternal God, creator of the universe, for giving us life, for sustaining us, and for enabling us to reach this joyous day.
O God, source of all life, we are thankful for the many joys with which we have been blessed. Now our hearts are filled with gratitude for the new life that you have entrusted to us. Not with words alone shall we voice our thanks, but with our striving to raise our son with love, understanding, and tender care.
In the presence of loved ones and friends, we give to this beautiful child his Hebrew name of Eliyahu Yaakov ben Todrom Gershon the Elisa. Named in memory of Pops Erwin Kreisman, his paternal great-grandfather, Jerome Korn, his paternal great-grandfather, and Norval Driscoll, his maternal grandfather, all of blessed memory. We're hopeful and thankful for each of them, and for if Ryder is able to take a little bit of personality from Pops and Papa, that would be a wonderful thing and very special. In addition to, in memory of, we named Ryder Jefferson, his middle name, after Norval, who we very much love and cherish, and we know everyone's looking down from us from heaven, and we're thankful for that. And then finally, in honor of Jerry Kreisman, Ryder's paternal grandfather, who shares the same Hebrew name as Papa.
Bestow your blessings on Ryder Jefferson Kreisman. That he may grow in strength of body, mind, and spirit. May he learn to love all that is good and beautiful and true. Be a blessing on society.
May Ryder Jefferson Kreisman find his way in the paths of Torah and good deeds as a loyal member of our people, always faithful to the ideals of our heritage. Give us, O God, the wisdom, courage, and faith that we, his parents, shall need to raise our son to have a kind and compassionate spirit, to be a strong, happy, and loving person. May he grow up in health and happiness, to become a blessing to family, friends, and neighbors. Amen.
And I just want to say a little bit about the custom of the way we name our children and grandchildren after those that have been especially important to us and beloved. In the Jewish religion, we really haven't speculated all that much about what comes next after this life. We believe that life is to be lived fully and do the best we can and leave the rest to God. But that's not to say that those who have passed away simply disappear. They really are very much present, actually in a genetic sense, right here, but also even well beyond that in the way in which we carry on their names, in the way in which we raise our children and grandchildren to have some of the same fine qualities that were so important to you in each of these people, Erwin, Jerome, and Norval. And in the Jewish world, we have the Sephardic Jews and the Ashkenazic Jews, who are of different opinions on whether it's okay to name after the living. And the Ashkenazic Jews generally say, no, we don't do that. Sephardic Jews do it all the time. And I happen to think they're right, so I think they did a really great thing. And although I'd love to think that Erwin, Jerome, and Norval are smiling down from heaven on this moment, we know that one person is smiling right here on earth. And I think it's a terrific honor. So, in that spirit, those of you that have other parts to read, I'm going to ask you to do so now. I'm not sure who's first.
We are thankful for the many joys with which our lives have been blessed. Now this great goodness has come to us, a new life, a new child to love, the opening of a new chapter in the chronicle of our family's existence. May Ryder Jefferson Kreisman grow up in health and happiness to become a blessing to family, friends, and neighbors.
Number 2? Okay. May his dear parents, Alicia and Brett, find much joy in the years that lie before them. Grant, O God, that they may raise their son with wisdom and understanding, teaching him the ways of righteousness, leading him to the study of his faith and the practice of love and kindness.
Good. Okay. And may we, too, be granted the joy of seeing Ryder Jefferson Kreisman develop all of his faculties and the gratification of helping him to fulfill the best that is in him. Then our humble prayer shall have found its answer. Days and years to come shall be for us times of peace and wondrous fulfillment. Amen. And finally, who's our last reader?
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, she'ehyanu v'kiyamanu v'higyanu lazman hazeh.
Amen.
We praise you, eternal God, creator of the universe, for giving us life, for sustaining us, and for enabling us to reach this joyous, wonderful day and season.
Now, so you know his Hebrew name is Eliyahu Yaakov, and Hebrew names usually have a historical meaning. Eliyahu is Elijah the prophet, who is always welcomed at the Seder. So in a few years from now, when he has enough understanding of Judaism to know that Eliyahu is also his name, he may be tempted to walk through the door. He never can.
And drink the wine.
And definitely have the glass of wine. And Yaakov, well, Yaakov is Jacob in the Bible, so he's the grandson of Abraham. And Yaakov actually has his name changed later on. He becomes Israel. And so that name alone signifies to us a person who is capable of lifelong change and evolution, and someone who is always willing to learn new things. So these are terrific, time-honored Hebrew names, and so let me officially bestow them upon him now. Eloheinu ve'Elohei avotenu, kayemet hayeled hazeh la'aviv u'le'imo, vayikare shemo b'Yisrael Eliyahu Yaakov ben Todrom Gershom ve'Aliza, yismach ha'ab b'yotzei charatzav, v'tagel imo b'fi vitna, zeh ha'katan, gadol yihiyah, Kashem shenichnas lebri ken yikanes l'Torah l'chupa u'lama'asim tovi. Our God and God of all people, sustain this child in life and in health, and let him be known in the household of our Jewish people by his Hebrew name of Eliyahu Yaakov, son of Todrom Gershon and Aliza. Cause the parents, Alicia and Brett, to rejoice in the child whom you have entrusted to their care. As he has now been brought into the covenant of our Jewish people, so may he be led to the study of the Torah, throughout his life have the blessings of friendship and love, and a life lived with good deeds. And let us say, Amen.
Amen.
And now I'd like to offer a blessing.